A lot of test 8 is composed of old questions that were on tests 1, 2, and 3. This is a completely new question, and I love to see that they are still maintaining a pattern that we have seen as long as there's been the digital SAT. If I look at these answer choices, I'm thinking I've got some verbs, and one of the most important verb rule, the one I have to test for first, is singulars and plurals. So I'm going to start by classifying these verbs. If I can classify each of them as either singular or plural, then that probably means that that's the rule to think about. So without making little sentences, just knowing the memorization, I know that is singular, has is singular, study is plural, and studies is singular. Singular verbs end in S. So based on the rule, the pattern we have seen with singular plural verb agreement questions, it's probably C. So I'm going to pick that, and if I'm really worried about time, I could move on and just be done with it, but it doesn't take long for me to now go back into the passage, and as I'm reading it, I know that I'm probably looking for a plural subject to this verb. So I'm looking for it. I know they're going to throw a bunch of singular things my way to confuse me, but I know what I'm looking for now. This is the advantage of this kind of strategy-first approach. A lot of you understand the rule, but you still get these wrong because they're so much better at you. The SAT, the College Board are so much better at you than manipulating it so that you can't find the right subject. So let's just see what we get, right? Let's go in. Where's the sentence start? All the way at the beginning. Interest in mechanotransduction, the mechanism by which cells sense and convert mechanical stimuli into biochemical signals, is expanding because of innovative work by biomedical scientists, many of whom, like neuroscience and biophysics expert Elba Serrano, study this mechanism to better understand how the body's neurological and biomechanical systems interact. So this dash here is basically acting like a colon or a semicolon. It's separating out the first sentence. So none of this affects my subject. Then we have this double comma clause here. That's going to be an interruption. So that's what they want us to focus on. But nope, that's gone. And so there goes the person's name, right? That singular person is who they wanted us to think studies this mechanism. But no, what we actually have is many. Very clearly a plural word, many of whom study this mechanism. So many study it, that's plural, easy. So I still think at the best case scenario is you find the right subject to back up your answer that we picked with this kind of 3 versus 1 strategy. But unless you are a grammar expert and you are getting every single grammar question right every time, you really don't want to go against the strategy if you think you know better. I think most of you don't know better is really what it comes down to. So use the strategy first, come up with an answer, then go through the passage very quickly and try to kind of justify your answer using a subject. They are going to throw other subjects at you. But if you go find that subject first, my bet is that you will find the wrong one and you will get these questions wrong needlessly. These are easy points if we follow the strategy.